and higher. The Fed meets next week to set policy and interest rates in an atmosphere of sluggish growth and high inflation expectations. But the Fed meets next week to set policy and interest rates in an atmosphere of the tone of the policy statement coming out will give some direction to the market. Elsewhere, if you haven't received your 2007 long-time occupancy exemption application form, and this is a way of reducing your real estate tax bill. They were mailed out in Cook County this past week. Give us a call, and we can help you if you haven't received one. To learn more about these stories, tune into Thoughtful Investing tomorrow morning from 8 to 9. Joe Johnson, myself, John Machanga, and Rob Stewart will be taking you through what happened this week. To learn how we can help you here at Midwest Financial, call us at 708-453-5180 to set up a time to visit with one of our wealth management advisors. For WJJG, this is John Machanga of Midwest Financial, member FINRA and Civic. We're your advisors here at Midwest. We're always paid on salary, not commission, so your interests are always at our forefront. Have a grand weekend, and talk to some of you tomorrow morning.
WJJG Elmhurst.
Do you ever watch TV and see nothing but beautiful, famous people, and you think to yourself, I wish I was beautiful, and maybe, just maybe, I could be famous too? Well, don't hold your breath, because if you're not already beautiful, chances of that happening are slim to none. But here's an idea. Have you heard the phrase, a face for radio? I'm sure you have. Do you think that you could be famous only if people didn't see your ugly mug? Give WJJG a call at 708-493-1530 and broker your very own radio show. Are you funny? Do you have opinions? Are you simply an interesting person, but just too ugly for TV? 1-708-493-1530 to broker your very own radio show. WJJG and Joe Gentile will make you a radio star.
You are gorgeous.
Yes, I am.
WJJG Elmhurst.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask what your country can do for you.
This is a public service announcement and is not intended to incite any violent behavior.
Real Estate and Profit Networking is a paid program sponsored by Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate. Richard Kuhn is a licensed real estate broker. Each office is independently owned and operated. If your property is already listed with another broker, this is not a solicitation to list your property. All real estate commissions are negotiable and not set by law. Listeners should also consult their own investment advisors or conduct their own research before making any financial decision.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Come on.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Rich Kuhn from Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate. How are you today? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. At least, Matt, the rain stopped and the game's on.
That's right, 3-3.
I feel a little sinister here doing a real estate show. The Cubs are playing the Sox today. How do you feel?
I think you'll get by.
You think I will?
Yeah.
I believe real estate's much more important than a Cubs-Sox game.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. That's what everyone's saying this weekend. But good friend of ours, Chris Fabia, coming back this afternoon. Should be a great time. Also, thanks to Dave Schneider from O'Hara Properties, is in the studio with us today, a private investment company in real estate. Definitely have a lot of good information from Dave today. He had met him and did a nice little seminar in our office in Bensonville on Thursday, which is outstanding for myself and all of our realtors.
Yep.
Yeah, Thursday. Yesterday even. Geez, this week is just, it's flying by. I can't believe it. I know Matt's a big fan of my haircut today. That's
It's very movie-esque.
You like that?
Yeah.
Very slick.
Yes, it is slick.
I've been working on growing it for like probably about 7, 8 months. It chopped off today, no problem.
Goes with the radio show, though.
Yeah, it comes back. Yeah, you have to have a haircut on the radio shows.
Yeah.
You know, people are watching it.
Should have told me, now I know.
But we have a lot of stuff. The webcam is working today. And we do. I mentioned it last week that we had internet access down here on WJJG, and we actually do have it today. You're awesome. Matt, the engineer, got that for everyone in the station, so you can watch it at WatchRichLive.com. You can see us and Dave Schneider in the studio. We had to cut Matt out, though. He's like a little ham, though. He likes to get all the attention.
I do. I'll just sit there and stare at the camera.
Well, you can hear him, but you can't really see him. Leave a lot to the imagination.
Exactly. We still like Matt, though.
Oh, we have to have Matt. This picture wouldn't exist without him, believe me.
Seeing how I control the microphones and whatnot.
Yeah, we have to be nice to you whether we like it or not, Dave, so we'll do our best.
Okay.
But we do have a couple of seminars coming up this week. Again, this Sunday in our Bensonville office, and right on Church Road and Irving Park Road from 1 to 3, home buyers and sellers seminar. It's absolutely free. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, you can come by. Our realtors will be in the office. Ask them any questions you want. They'll be there to give you a market analysis if you're thinking about selling. Also, they have the free property list if you're looking for homes for anything in the area, in the Chicagoland area. And they'll be happy to give you net sheets for buying or selling and get you pre-qualified also from fabulous Bob Johnson from American Fidelity Mortgage will be there as well. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, a great day on Sunday to come by our Bensonville office from 1 to 3. And then also coming up on next Wednesday in our Bloomingdale office, we have our phone system or VoIP phone service seminar. If anyone is interested in getting their home phone service absolutely free, that is something that you want to attend. Refer 3, Dave, I don't even know if you know about this. If you refer 3, you can have your home phone service for free.
Excellent. I've been already referred once, so like both of you.
Hey, see how I bring people in the studio?
You're a facilitator.
Facilitator, that's it. I couldn't think of it last week, but that's exactly, and Dave, I don't get paid for any of this either, by the way, you know. I help other people is all I do.
Out of the love of your heart, right?
That's right. And so if you are looking to get your phone service for free and eliminate that phone bill, save hundreds or thousands of dollars a year, you definitely give us a call at 866-532-3779 and be happy to have you attend. It's open to the public from 8 to 9 in Bloomingdale. You can call us and we'll give you more details on that. So we're live on the web, and also if you are looking to buy or sell real estate, aside from going to the free seminar that we have this Sunday, you can also go online and search the entire MLS absolutely free at justcallrich.com. And there's a lot of helpful hints for buyers and sellers on our website that you can just click on and it'll print them right out for you. Interested in for home inspections, everything that you could think of, the top 27 ways to get your home sold quickly and for the highest price for sellers, and the biggest buyer traps and how to avoid them also if you're looking to buy properties are on our website. So a lot of good information that you can get there. If you have any questions, today is a great day. Dave Schneider, again from O'Hara Properties, private investment company in real estate specializing in pre-foreclosures and short sales, is in the studio here. And if you have any questions or if you fall into that category and you just don't know what to do, today would be the day to call, and we'd be happy to answer your questions and have the expert to help you out and give you the best advice. He's been doing this since 2004, and we're going to get to Dave in 1 second. If you want to call the show, it's 708-493-1530, 708-493-1530. And Dave, I know I'm a little long-winded in the beginning here, but I appreciate your patience.
You're doing well.
But in business, O'Hara Properties since 2004. BA from Kalamazoo College, MBA from University of Notre Dame. That's where my 15-year-old wants to go, by the way.
Is that right?
Can you pull any strings for her?
Yeah, tuition will be a little cheap by then, I'm sure.
They got the kids sharp, man. I'm praying for some sort of scholarship.
They got another mortgage. No, it is a great school, though.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Notre Dame it is, and heavily experienced over 50 short sales and rehabs and owns several of the units here in the Chicagoland area. We already have about 9 units now and about 45 short sales under contract at this time?
Actually, yeah, we're working on 45 active short sales. We probably bring in about 3 to 4 deals every week and close about 2 to 4 each month.
So, for people that don't know what the short sale is, it's a little bit of a buzzword in the real estate industry over the last year or so. And there is so many people that they owe X amount of dollars on their property, and they want to sell it, or if they can't afford the home anymore and they're behind on their mortgages, they owe more than the property's worth, right?
Exactly, where the mortgage balance actually exceeds the value of the property. And usually, the true definition of a short sale is when the lender will accept less than a full payoff on the mortgage, which allows the buyer to move on and selling to a new buyer. However, this option for folks that are in default, because that is one of the requirements, is that they must be in default, behind on the mortgage payments, in order to qualify for a short sale. But it can be negotiated on all liens on the property as well, not just mortgages. A lot of times we get involved with IRS tax liens, credit card, other types of judgments, divorce liens, business liens as well, so it's not just limited to mortgage balances.
So foreclosures is obviously the big thing that's going, that everyone hears and reads about in the media. There's so many foreclosures going on. And what is, I have my opinions on it that I've been expressing. What's your opinion on why is the foreclosure going, so high, so fast?
Well, obviously there's a number of reasons. It's the economy. I think for the most part, when I got into the business back in 2004, all of the adjustable rate mortgages weren't adjusting at that time. With the foreclosures were actually driven by economic reasons, and the most common reasons people fall into default are obviously financial. It's either a job loss, it could be loss of a business, and it also could be health issues. Someone gets sick, has a heart attack, which is very common, and also death of a spouse. And
hopefully not on the show.
Yeah, loss of one of the... Bob's crossing his heart, by the way. Or man, I'm sorry.
Bob.
I like Bob better. He looks like a Bob.
That could be a Bob. Bobby!
Bob Newhart.
He looks like What About Bob?
Yeah, what about Bob?
It's before your time, man.
No, it
Forget
isn't. Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss.
Right, you fit right in there. But getting back on track, most folks, they usually fall into default for economic reasons. But lately, in the last 2 or 3 years, it's been a result of, well, first of all, you have a lot of banks that were aggressive in their mortgage product, and were very lenient on credit terms. And folks also bought a lot of product that was very risky, and a lot of those are adjustable rate mortgages, which we probably see about 50% of foreclosures.
The famous 100% financing?
Yeah, 100% financing, 80-20 loans, negative amortization loans, very dangerous product that we see a lot of as well.
So, for the way that I see it is, to me, the real estate market isn't actually bad. There's people that are actively, there's buyers out there.
Yeah.
The problem with it is they just can't get the loans.
Yeah,
They're just so much more difficult to get, and this all ties in with, to me, the increase in all the foreclosures, and it's still going to continue, is just the simple fact that all the people that had these adjustable loans, that when they bought their homes, they thought that same loan product or vehicle would still be there when it was going to adjust, and they would just roll into a new one, and now all of a sudden they're not available, and their property's not worth what they paid for it a few years ago, so they can't even refinance it to keep the house, and thus they're late on their mortgage. And it's just a snowball effect that they're trapped. They can't refinance, and the home isn't worth what they bought it for.
Yep.
So now what do? Call you.
Yeah, people can call us or other investors. What we're seeing in the marketplace now is everybody's in the game. We see mortgage brokers, realtors, attorneys. Of course, a lot of investors have moved into this business. And there's obviously a huge demand. We see over 6,000 defaults a month just in the Chicagoland area, which is obviously more business than any of us can take on in ourselves. So, but yeah, we see a huge influx of foreclosures, and it's sort of a wave coming through with a lot of the arms adjusting. And folks that do fall behind fall into what's called a misinformation trap, whereas they don't know who to turn to because
Right.
they're getting bombarded from every angle.
Because the banks aren't helping them and steering them in the right direction. They're just calling them every day. Hey, you missed your payment. Can you make that payment today? Can you make that payment? And
those collection folks can be brutal.
And yeah, like you said, the biggest problem is they can call Matt. He'll give them direction.
Yeah.
But they don't know where to turn. They don't really know what the right advice is. And what you said yesterday at our office, it was kind of funny, but it was exactly right, because I run the same thing when people call us and want to sell their home, and the first thing I ask is, okay, how much do you owe? And, we start trying to figure out what the home is worth. And when it falls into this scenario, I let them know that it's probably going to end up being a short sale, with the bank or the lender. And they're like, well, I did talk to Uncle Joe or my aunt or my brother or my sister, and they said that this is what I have to do, or, these are my options. And typically, it is, as you just said, misinformation, or definitely the wrong path of advice sometimes. I would recommend to anyone, if you fall into this situation, or if you think you may be coming into it, because usually most people know, right?
That's right.
I mean, it doesn't just happen overnight where, all of a sudden you're late on 3 payments. I mean, you kind of could see what's going to be happening with your job, or, if you're behind on your payment, you're barely making it already, that you should seek some professional advice and really find out what are the best options, because, what I liked about what you said yesterday is your number one goal, and as mine, if someone's in this situation, is let's try to find a way, if you want to keep your home, try to see if there's a way to stay in it and save it.
That's exactly right. Our first option is the philosophy of our business is not to buy every house. Our philosophy is to provide all of the options that a homeowner has available to them, and then empower them to make the right decision. But we always lean towards finding a way to see if the homeowner can actually retain ownership. Is there a product or a program that the bank can offer, such as loan modification, that will give them a break for 6 months to a year so they can get back on their feet? And so we always pursue those avenues, but we also want to make sure that they're well aware of all options available. There's, of course, you can pursue a short sale if you want to sell the house, refinance if you've got equity. There's loan modification where they actually rewrite the loan. There's also the forbearance plan, which is actually a repayment plan, and unfortunately those don't solve a solution or offer a solution, because majority of those folks can't afford it. They can't afford a repayment plan, which is
prolongs the inevitable.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Exactly.
You buy one or 2 months with that, and 2 or 3 months, and you're in the same boat again. So
I mean, 90% of the folks cannot qualify for forbearance, and then those 10% that do, 90% of those folks end up failing within 2 or 3 months because the payments just are not affordable. Because not only are they paying their principal mortgage payment, but they're also paying a portion of the arrears that's also outstanding. They got to start paying that back as well, and that's why that program fails.
Yeah, and for people that are if they're falling behind, the one problem that I have in the whole situation of going into a short sale or something like that is what you just said, is the bank requires you to be behind. And if you know now that I'm not going to be able to afford it next month or the month after, you think they would work with you for the most part.
That's right.
To try to save your credit without letting you get behind and start affecting your credit scores. And then they say, okay, now obviously we think that you can't pay now that you're late and you're ruining your credit along the way. Now we'll work with you.
Yeah.
It just seems crazy that if someone would come to them with that intention of, look, I'm current at the moment. I know there's no way over the next few months I'm going to make it. We need to do something about the home. We either need to sell it, what you said, deed it back to the bank, which is maybe not the best option there. But there are certain things that the bank could offer. Maybe they could freeze their rate. I mean, they have options, and for the most part, unfortunately, they choose not to use what they have in their arsenal to help the person stay in the home, keep their credit where it's at, so they can keep moving forward. It forces the homeowner to get behind and then start calling and say, yeah, we got to sell our home now because now you're going to be going to pre-foreclosure and start the process.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, what happens a lot with, is a lot of times the mortgage servicers don't have control over the policy or direction of what they can offer a homeowner. It's usually the investor of the loan, which could be an institutional investor, or it could be Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, or government insured loans like FHA. They have got set guidelines that the servicers, and the servicers could be a Chase or a Countrywide or Linton Loan Servicing and those kind of servicing banks, whereas all they're doing is they're fulfilling the servicing role, they're following the guidelines that the bank or the investor of the loan is implemented, and they really don't have a lot of control. So what we try to do is we try to give them the information up front. Most of the homeowners that approach us are very frustrated. They've tried to contact the bank several times to no avail. They speak with a different person every time, and that can be frustrating for everybody. And I think the banks have been responding to this tidal wave of arms adjusting and foreclosures, and these people are inundated with thousands of files in each bank, and so when you call back, your chances of getting the same person is next to nil, and you're lucky to even be in the same office because most banks, the larger banks, have multiple offices across the country.
And when people call, you got to go through the, you know, what I go through when I try to call my parents on the show, there's like 20,000 prompts before you can actually get to a human being at the bank. And then, God forbid, if they try to transfer you or hold on for a second, it just frustrates people that sometimes, I really believe that most people try to do the right thing, and it just gets so hard to complete it, or to get to someone that can make it, give them the right advice or steer them in the right direction quickly, that they just give up.
That's
and
right.
They just get so aggravated with it. And you know what you talked about yesterday a little bit is the worst thing that I hear is when I know someone's behind and they call and they want to try to sell their house because they don't want a foreclosure. You know, we try to avoid foreclosure on their credit, and then secondly is, you know, we try to avoid a bankruptcy, which is usually right around the corner after a foreclosure, and try to get the house sold, you know, before all this happens. Is once it gets to the point that the homeowner's so aggravated about everything, is they're like, forget it. They're like, you know, let them take it, the hell with it, and, you know, whatever happens is going to happen. And that's the worst thing that I hear. And I've had it happen a couple of times. They're just so aggravated with their lender that they couldn't get anything worked out with them, and they knew we were trying to sell the home desperately, and they just give up.
Yep. There's a term for those folks that just give up on the bank, and it's called jingle mail, where the homeowners actually mail their keys back to the bank, and those are folks that have just given up. They've attempted to find a solution, or when their arm adjusts, they can't afford it, so they just mail the keys back, and they move out in the middle of the night, and then that's it, and they just let the bank find out, you know, a few days later that their history, and they're not making any more mortgage payments. But yeah, a lot of people call us with very similar frustrations. We try to, first of all, try to let them know that there are options out there and that they can still solve their problem. We're fortunate that we live in Illinois, which is a 7-month foreclosure state.
Yeah, it's one of the nicest. I mean, it's very forgiving or helpful for the homeowner for what they're going through. There's no question. But I'll tell you what, Dave. You know, I want to ask you exactly what you do, what you charge for, you know, for homeowners in these situations, and what your role is, basically. We're going to take one quick break. You're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show, and we'll be right back.
This is Rich Kuhn, owner of Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show, live on WJJG AM 1530. And you can listen to us and watch us live online at WatchRichLive.com. If you're looking to be a sponsor, guest, or in the market for buying or selling real estate, give me a call at 630-980-0777. Does your business ship freight locally? CMD Express is a local family-owned and operated LTL trucking company that services the entire Chicagoland area. CMD Express strives and will exceed your expectations, providing on-time delivery for same and next-day service, including liftgate service. If you need to ship any boxes, pallets, envelopes, or any other freight locally, CMD will get the job done delivering your product in a respectful and courteous manner and at a great low price. Successful business needs reliable, outstanding partners to make them look good. And when you use CMZ Express, you'll know you're working with the best, as they take pride in their customer satisfaction. Call for a free quote today at 630-678-9031. Tell them you heard it on the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. Call CMZ at 630-678-9031. Are you thinking of selling your home? Help You Sell Coon Real Estate is having a free home selling seminar in our Bensonville office this Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Our staff of professional licensed realtors will be hosting this free event, and we will provide a free market analysis, explain our #1 marketing system, along with tips and advice on how to sell for the highest price and in the shortest time frame. Everyone thinking of selling their home should come by and find out how Help You Sell Coon Real Estate can save you thousands, provide full service, and get the job done from start to finish. Call today at 630-766-3800, 630-766-3800. Our office is located at 201 North Church Road in Bensonville. Call today at 630-766-3800. Are you one of the thousands of consumers like myself who are tired of paying for overpriced home phone service that we rarely use? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have found a company that provides state-of-the-art digital home phone service with all the calling features, plus free local and long distance in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and it's absolutely free. You heard me correctly, I have no more phone bill. If you're like me and you want your home phone service and want it for free, call me today at 866-532-3779, and I will tell you about the greatest digital phone service and how you can get it absolutely free. Plus, keep your current phone number. This service can save you hundreds to thousands of dollars each year. Call today at 866-532-3779, 866-532-3779.
Certain numbers help out for discussion.
There's a quiet revolution spreading across the land. When you want to buy or sell your home, we're here to lend a hand. There's a feeling in this nation of people proud and strong. We're here to help you reach your dreams and help you move along. We can help you sell or help you buy your dream. America can help you sell, now that's a winning team.
I can't believe we sold our house in just 2 weeks.
And saved a bundle in commissions.
When the Help You Sell counselor quoted us a set fee, we thought she was kidding. But then she put up the signs, started to advertise, and the calls started coming in.
The house sold in only 10 days, and we saved thousands. All over America, consumers are discovering Help You Sell, the better way to buy and sell a house. At your local independent Help You Sell office, you don't pay a big commission, you pay a low set fee. You can save thousands of dollars, get your house sold fast, and move on to the house of your dreams. It's the 21st century way to do real estate.
Help You Sell is definitely the way to go. I don't think we'll ever go back to the old way of selling a house.
If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, call Help You Sell Coon Real Estate today at 630-980-0777 or visit us at justcallrich.com. It's Friday night, and that means it's Nancy's Pizza Night at my house. A thin crust cheese and pepperoni for the kids, and their great original stuff for the rest of us. Nancy's in Roselle also has great appetizers, sandwiches, and pastas. Give yourself a break tonight and order a great homemade meal from our good friends at Nancy's Pizza, located at 1232 West Lake Street in beautiful Roselle. Tell them Rich sent you from the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show and get an extra 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. Call 630-924-1040. Nancy's Pizza in Roselle, 630-924-1040. Not valid with any other offer, good only at Nancy's Pizza in Roselle.
WJJT Elmhurst.
go. We're ready. Thanks for coming back, everybody. This is Rich King from Happy South Korean Real Estate. We're back with Dave Schneider from O'Hara Properties, and we're just talking about the troubles of foreclosures that people face these times. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at the station. Our number here is 708-493-1530, 708-493-1530. If you have any questions about real estate buying or selling, or if you know someone or yourself might be in the situation that you may be getting a little behind on the mortgages and you don't know what your options are, this would be the best time to call for sure, 708-493-1530. And also you can check us out online. We're streaming on the web today, Dave.
We're webcasting.
How about that? I know you're doing a couple texts. You want to say hi to everyone? You better say hi.
Yeah, I got to say hi to my wife, Julie, because she's the originator of our company name. So it's all her fault. And of course my sister-in-law...
She picked her hair?
Yeah, she picked her hair.
Like Charlotte?
She was O'Hara, so...
Oh!
So thanks to my wife. Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it.
You got to keep the wife happy.
That's right.
We all know that. We all make our little sacrifices.
That's right.
And company name is a good way to do it.
Exactly. So, of course, my two children, Elizabeth and Michael. So thanks for webcasting.
There you go. And everyone can watch it at watchrichlive.com. And since we do have the internet at the studio, everything is just fantastic today. You want to check it? No. No, you won't even put it. You won't even put it on my website. He's looking at the Cubs game. Oh, by the way, Cubs won 4-3. I don't know if I'm sure everyone already knows, but we'll just remind all the Sox fans we feel really bad for you right now. What was it? Ramirez hit a home run in the last inning. Yeah, that's just a tough loss there. But 4-3 Cubs. So I'm looking forward to Chris Fabia coming in, big Sox fan. And we're trying to find the Go Cubs go. And Matt's saying he can't find it, which I know he's got it. It's just another bitter Sox fan.
Oh, dude.
He won't even play for me. Well, all right. Well, we got bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to help some of these people that might be facing some foreclosures, problems, or questions. We definitely are here to help. So, Dave, I know when some people when they're behind their payments and then they get that letter that you're going into foreclosure from their bank or lender, they hit the panic button right away, and they don't think they can sell their house. They think tomorrow the bank's going to come over and the sheriff, they're going to have an auction in the front yard and everything else. And people don't know that, like you said earlier, that they still have time. They still have time to get that home sold because it is your home until it is auctioned.
That's correct.
And so if you are behind and you have questions, seek some professional advice. Call Dave or myself, and we'd be happy to help you and get you in the right direction. At least give you the right information so you can make the right decision that's best for you. Because everyone's situation is going to be different, and to have that knowledge is going to be very powerful, and it's going to help you out as far as your credit and everything else and your frame of mind. I mean, people just get so frazzled as soon as they get that letter. So what I know when they call us, so I'll go over and let them know that we can list the property. We still have time. And also, that in some situations as well, if you get a contract on that property and that sale is right around the corner, that the lender will extend that sale date to try to sell the property. The one thing that I don't think people understand is banks don't want their homes.
That's correct.
They're not in the real estate business. They're in the money business.
That's right.
And if there's a way that you can sell that house or keep it, that's all they want to hear. Because they just either want their money back for what you owe, or they want you to just keep making the payments. They don't want to own it and have to maintain it and then hire someone else to sell the property, because that costs them more money in the long run.
That's correct. To a bank, it's called a non-performing asset. When they've got a loan that's in foreclosure, it's not performing because no one's making the payments on it, and it's also tying up the reserves as well. A lot of banks are required to put out reserves from 2 to 6 times that mortgage balance that's in foreclosure. So not only do they have a non-performing asset of $300,000 to $400,000 of a mortgage balance, and now they've got to tie up to 6 times that mortgage balance in reserves due to the Fed requirements. So we do get a lot of calls from folks that literally moved out the night before, and they just received notice of default. And our first response is try to calm them down and let them know that they still have time.
Right.
And so for folks that are behind and are debating whether they want to move or not, you really don't need to move until either the house is closed on via either a straight sale or short sale, or actually if it goes to auction, they have until that time to stay in their house and try to save money and try to build up a down payment or at least a deposit for a rental, so they can help get back on their feet. And that's what we're concerned with is our whole basis of the business is to provide people a fresh start, and giving them a fresh start, showing them what they can do, what they can't do, in terms of giving them guidance. We always ask people to seek advice from an attorney, because we are not attorneys, so we want them to seek legal advice, but also to cover all their bases, and not just listen to Uncle Bob or their cousin Matt that recommending that they let the house go.
They saw a little 10-second thing on the news, and now they know everything about it. What's best for someone in their family?
Exactly. So we had a client recently who his brother was a mortgage broker in California. He decided to move to California from Chicago. His house was in foreclosure. He called us. We went out and saw the property. We agreed that we were going to start pursuing a short sale on it. We called him out in California a week later, and he says, well, my brother recommended that I just let it go to foreclosure. And so he actually, his brother, who's a mortgage broker, actually overrode our guidance, as investors and short sale experts.
He's in the business, right? He knows.
Exactly. So
brother knows best.
And those things do happen. So those are folks that we try to help them through that misinformation trap, and try to help them understand that there are options out there available, and that they can get a fresh start, sooner rather than later.
Okay, so let's say, like I was saying, when they call me, and if I'm going to go, I'll give them the information as far as, that it's not good, you're not going to be out of your house tomorrow. We still have time to sell the property. Figure out what you owe and what we might be able to sell for, the correct marketplace and all that good stuff, and come up with a decision on either that we're going to either try to sell it, or if there's a way that they could save it. As a realtor, those are basically my options, for them. They're either going to save it, we could sell it, or hopefully work with, get them in the right path with an attorney that might be able to help them with another option, or another mortgage broker if there's a potential they may be able to refinance if they have a little equity in the home or something like that.
Now, for a mortgage refinance, though, they're actually going to have quite a bit of equity in the house. Because most mortgage lenders are afraid of folks who are faced foreclosure. So their equity has to exceed 30% of the value of the house.
Right.
So the loan-to-value cannot exceed 70%. And
I've seen people lose some homes with a lot of equity in the homes. And in fact, I just saw on the news yesterday where some mortgage company or individual is facing criminal charges for mortgage scams. And it's some of these type people that scare the homeowners from trying to work with some people that are doing the right things, that are giving the right advice, because the other not so, let's say, honest people like us possibly, are giving them all of the false hope, like, we're going to buy your home, we're going to let you stay in the home, we're going to let you rebuy it back from us at some point for a price that they're never going to be able to afford, a year from now anyway. And then they end up just losing it, and then that investor gets all the equity from the home that they basically bought it for nothing from them, which is the sad part. So, you can understand some people's hesitations on who they want to work with, and, how about your track record?
Well, there's no question about it. There are and have been some bad apples out in the industry, and have put a bad name, or made a bad name for a lot of investors. We pride ourselves on our ethical standards. We're members of the Better Business Bureau since 2004, and have been complaint-free since then, which is actually an accomplishment in itself, and we get a little awards every year. But really, it's not about that. It's really about the service that we provide to our clients, because we always keep the best interests of our homeowner above everything else. As I said earlier in our discussion, I'm not going to buy your house if that's not the right solution. We're going to pursue other avenues before we pursue a short sale. and then pursue the short sale as quickly as possible. In a short sale, if our company is involved in a situation or a short sale situation, we are principal in the transaction, which means we don't charge any fees to our homeowners. What we do is we find a way to make it free for them for the entire process, with the exception of just keeping the utilities on. So in a situation where we get involved with a short sale, we actually purchase the house from the homeowner, and then in a lot of cases we actually resell the house to a third party, which is where we use a realtor.
So the big question you could see everyone's going to ask right away is, well, if you're not charging them anything, why are you doing this? How are you making money from it?
Well, we make our money on the spread between the two transactions. The first transaction is from the homeowner to O'Hara Properties, and then the second transaction is from O'Hara Properties to a third-party buyer or a retail buyer. Since we make our money on the spread between the two purchase prices, we don't charge any fees, and in fact, we ask the bank to absorb all the closing costs for the homeowner. So the homeowner doesn't have to come out of pocket at closing.
And so most of your transactions, they're short sales, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So why don't you take us through, for people who aren't familiar with the process, which they hear the word, and I think it just, again, they don't know what it means or what it takes. So what is a short sale process? Let's say, I call you up, Dave, I'm losing my house I just got the letter, I'm going into foreclosure. Mm-hmm. I call you, and what could happen if it goes to a short sale?
Well, in simplistic terms, we receive a call from a homeowner. We would go out and visit their property. The short sale itself requires certain paperwork that the bank will require, depending on the lender, but we will submit paperwork that supports the hardship of the homeowner, and then secondly, we support a case that supports the purchase of the property itself. So, in fact, what we're doing is we're actually going to submit a short sale offer to the lender, purchasing the house from the homeowner directly. The lender then will make a decision as to whether they'll accept a short sale, and in doing so, they will order an appraisal first, and then once they get the appraisal back, they then make a decision as to whether they can afford to sell the property at the price that we're offering, or to negotiate with a higher price.
So if the bank, let's just, I get to, and I'm just asking questions I know people have asked me when they found me this situation is, okay, if I owe $300,000 on my loan, and the bank or the market value of my home is $250, and the bank is maybe willing to take $240, $245 or something, right? But I owe $300. So does that mean that the homeowner then is still responsible for the difference?
That depends on the bank, and also that depends on a number of factors. What you're referring to is called deficiency judgment. And a lot of our homeowners have concerns regarding a short sale because they ask, well, what happens to the loss to the bank?
Right.
A couple things may happen. First of all, in the majority of cases, there will not be a deficiency judgment, which means the bank will not pursue a judgment against the homeowner for their loss. In fact, a majority of banks, and I say majority, I'm referring to about 95% of all short sales that I've been involved with over the last 4 years have involved with just a 1099 situation where the bank will file or issue a 1099 to the homeowner and show that as income to the homeowner, because the IRS interprets the bank's loss as income to the homeowner. The homeowner then may have a tax liability for the bank's loss. However, if it is a primary residence and it's their actual home, a law was just passed in December by the Bush administration to waive any tax liability on a 1099 situation with a short sale.
Yeah, so what the bank is looking for, so people can have an idea, is they're going to do their homework and due diligence to make sure that you don't have any money that you could pay your mortgage. So if you think you're going to hide money in some account, or if you have another property, this situation is 99 out of 100 not going to work for you.
Whether or not, it really depends on their financials. The bank wants to make sure you're not hiding assets from them. That's a big issue, and that's why we submit a full disclosure of bank accounts, pay stubs, and and financial statement that does list their assets.
Assets and bills and everything.
Yeah, exactly. The bank doesn't want to know. They don't want to see $50,000 in your savings account and you're 3 payments behind.
Right.
So and in terms of other real estate, the banks will allow a short sale to go through, even though the homeowner owns other real estate, as long as that other real estate isn't doing extremely well and generating a huge amount of rental income that would allow them to pay their mortgage.
Right. So, okay, so now we submitted our short sale package to the bank, right?
That's correct.
In the beginning. Now, what happens with that?
The next step after we submit a short sale offer to the bank is the bank will order an appraisal. An appraiser will then come out to the house or to the building and do a valuation of the building, and then that valuation is then sent back to, that report is then sent back to the bank. Usually goes through a valuation department within the bank, and then ends up in the loss mitigator's lap, who is assigned to the loan. The loss mitigator will then consider the appraisal and then our offer, and then they'll either accept right there on the spot, or we'll go into further negotiations or further review within the bank.
Because let's just let them know that the bank is not shy about countering either.
No, they're not.
So, I mean, as far as if someone submits an offer that's less than what you owe, don't automatically assume that the bank is just, oh, okay, no problem with that. They are trying to get as much as they can too. They realize that they're going to take a loss if they accept anything, and they're just trying to minimize their losses as well. At the same time, that they don't want to own the property. They want to lose a little, but get as much, and not own the property. And so what you're saying, as far as that's where they need to negotiate, is where it may go. And the process and timeline on this is, what, a day, a week?
No, unfortunately not a day or a week. If it were, I would have a lot more short sales completed. No, actually, this is usually a long process. Banks can take from a week to finish the review up to 4 to 5, 6 months. And a lot of times when it's 4 to 5, 6 months, it's not in review. It's in queue to be reviewed.
Exactly.
And
there's so many.
And there's some banks are just inundated with thousands of files. I could name a few, but they just can't get to them fast enough. So actually what they're doing is they're prioritizing them by sheriff sale. So the closer you are to sheriff sale, the sooner you get
the quicker you get a response.
Exactly. And unfortunately for those of us that are still trying to solve the problem and sell the property, a lot of times the buyers don't like to wait that long. And so that's one of the bigger challenges for the industry today, is keeping the buyers happy and helping them understand that this is a win-win for everybody.
Because the buyers, I mean, the same as everyone else, the buyers have a timeline. They're looking to move in, and we're on summer break now with kids, so school's going to be starting in the next month or two, or in August, September. So they want to be in their home, and if they go into a purchase on a home that isn't going to be in the short sale, it might be a little more challenging for them. And that's where my advice is as well. If you're a buyer, I would work with a professional. Go talk to your local realtor, or call us if you have questions. Go to our website, justcallrich.com, because there's a lot of things about a short sale that is going to frustrate a buyer.
Yes, it will.
Not just the sellers, because the waiting game of hearing back from the bank when you make an offer is not like a traditional offer just on a piece of property where the other realtor is calling the owner and you're going to get an answer tonight or tomorrow. It may be a week to several months before you hear, yes, we took it, or no, we counter it this, and then you're starting the process again, renegotiating, and then waiting for another answer from the bank.
Yeah.
So again, if you're looking to do this on the buy side, the same situation, you want to talk to a professional, someone who knows and has been through it, that can at least give you the right advice up front. So this way, if you do make an offer on a property that's either in pre-foreclosure or it's going to be a short sale, at least you'll know what you're getting into, because that will frustrate the buyers go look at another piece of property.
That's correct, and we want to manage expectations of the process. Usually we have to manage the expectations of the homeowner helping them understand how long this process will normally take. And on an average, it's probably going to take about 3 months from start to finish. Usually for a buyer, that probably take about 60 days. So we're looking for buyers that are flexible and patient, because folks that are looking for a quick, let's close in 30 days from contract to the closing table, it's just unfortunately it's not realistic in a short sale scenario.
And if everyone told me that you could do that, it's unrealistic.
That's right. And and that's one of the biggest mistakes that we see realtors make with a short sale offer is I just met one yesterday at a meeting, and she says, I'm on my third buyer. It's taking 6 months. And I said, yeah, an average of two months per buyer, right? She goes, yeah. So, and that's what we have to...
Typically what I find is about 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Would be a pretty happy medium. And the one thing that some people don't understand either is if the home is in pre-foreclosure and it is going to be a short sale, it's going to be sold for less than what the homeowner owes on the property, that the bank may take even more time to tell the seller what they're willing to accept, because they're not just going to tell you what they're going to take up front just because you know you're going to sell it for less anyway. The bank's not going to tell you what they're going to take. So until you get an offer, you can't really even get into the process of it, which would expedite a lot of the problem if that were possible. But it's just not the way they work.
Yeah, we do see that some of the banks have been more aggressive with homeowners that have just gone into default. Sometimes the bank will send a letter to the homeowner and say, if you can get an offer of X amount of dollars, we'll accept that short sale. But usually that offer that the bank's suggesting is very beneficial to the bank, and is not much of a discount, and is usually not realistic with market values within that area.
Because the bank knows once, if it is in a pre-foreclosure, they know the low-ball offers are right around the corner, and they're just trying to prepare the homeowner like, no, your home to us is worth this much today, even if it's unrealistic, like you say, which probably 9 out of 10 it is. But it doesn't mean that it can't work, and it is, to me, the best option. Rather than you giving up, it's something where if you have the right advice and you talk to the right person and you're working with them, it could be the most beneficial thing that you've done to save your credit and potentially a bankruptcy after that, because then they figure, I'll just go the whole 9 yards and start fresh. But if you can get out of the house and save your credit and everything, you can start fresh from there, and then you could be in a home within another year. I mean, you don't know.
Well, we're huge proponents of the Fresh Start program, and we try to do whatever we can for the homeowner in terms of helping them get into a rental property, as well as helping them guide them through credit restoration. Because when everything's all said and done and everything flows through and you receive either the 1099s or whether or not there's a deficiency judgment involved, they're going to be moving on at some point. And at that point, that's when they should pursue a credit restoration program, whereas that'll allow them to be able to actually qualify for a mortgage within the next 2 to 3 years. And so that's something that is not mentioned that often. But I think the key for the homeowners, if anybody's in this situation, is to take action now. And that's the biggest mistake we see homeowners make, is they actually wait 3 months or 2 months, and they made a few calls to the bank, weren't very aggressive with it, and they actually listened to what the bank said, and they said they were going to call them back, and then they never received that call back. Or John called them on Monday, and Sue called them on Wednesday, and they don't know who they're talking to. The banks are just notoriously slow in following up, returning calls. Whenever a bank gives you a timeline, I just chop that in a third and then call them in that time period. So if the bank says, I'll call you back in 2 weeks, I would be calling them back. The bank
you have to be aggressive. I mean, if you're in a situation, you need to know where you stand, and the bank is, or the lender, whoever it is, you're just a number to them and a file. So whenever they get back to it, depending on what else they have on their plate, is when they're going to get to you. So, if you know you're in that situation, like Dave says, take action sooner the better. And we want to know what some of the risks for the homeowners and what some of the benefits are about possibly doing a short sale. So, we've kind of gone over a few, but some of the risks maybe they need to know about. We're going to take one quick break to listen to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. I'm Rich Kuhn, and we'll be right back.
This is Rich Kuhn, owner of Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show, live on WJJG AM 1530. And you can listen to us and watch us live online at watchrichlive.com. If you're looking to be a sponsor, guest, or in the market for buying or selling real estate, give me a call at 630-980-0777. Does your business ship freight locally? CMZ Express is a local family-owned and operated LTL trucking company that services the entire Chicagoland area. CMZ Express strives and will exceed your expectations, providing on-time delivery for same and next-day service, including liftgate service. If you need to ship any boxes, pallets, envelopes, or any other freight locally, CMZ will get the job done delivering your product in a respectful and courteous manner and at a great low price. Successful business needs reliable, outstanding partners to make them look good, and when you use CMZ Express, you'll know you're working with the best, as they take pride in their customer satisfaction. Call for a free quote today at 630-678-9031. Tell them you heard it on the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. Call CMZ at 630-678-9031. Are you thinking of selling your home? Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate is having a free home selling seminar in our Bensonville office this Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Our staff of professional licensed realtors will be hosting this free event, and we will provide a free market analysis, explain our #1 marketing system, along with tips and advice on how to sell for the highest price and in the shortest time frame. Everyone thinking of selling your home should come by and find out how Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate can save you thousands, provide full service, and get the job done from start to finish. Call today at 630-766-3800. 630-766-3800. Our office is located at 201 North Church Road in Bensonville. Call today at 630-766-3800.
Oh, did it really?
Are you one of the thousands of consumers like myself who are tired of paying for overpriced home phone service that we rarely use? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have found a company that provides state-of-the-art digital home phone service with all the calling features, plus free local and long distance in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and it's absolutely free. You heard me correctly, I have no more phone bill. If you're like me and you want your home phone service and want it for free, call me today at 866-532-3779, and I will tell you about the greatest digital phone service and how you can get it absolutely free. Plus, keep your current phone number. This service can save you hundreds to thousands of dollars each year. Call today at 866-532-3779. 866-532-3779.
There's a quiet revolution spreading across the land. When you want to buy or sell your home, we're here to lend a hand. There's a good administration, a profile and strong. We're here to help you reach your dreams and help you move along. We can help you sell or help you buy your dreams. From there to dawn, help us out, winning team.
I can't believe we sold our house in just 2 weeks.
And saved a bundle in commissions.
When the Help You Sell counselor quoted us a set fee, we thought she was kidding. But then she put up the signs, started to advertise, and the calls started coming in.
The house sold in only 10 days, and we saved thousands. All over America, consumers are discovering Help You Sell, the better way to buy and sell a house. At your local independent Help You Sell office, you don't pay a big commission and pay a low set fee. You can save thousands of dollars, get your house sold fast, and move on to the house of your dreams. It's the 21st century way to do real estate.
Help You Sell is definitely the way to go. I don't think we'll ever go back to the old way of selling a house.
If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, call Help You Sell Coon Real Estate today at 630-980-0777 or visit us at justcallrich.com. It's Friday night, and that means it's Nancy's Pizza Night at my house. A thin crust cheese and pepperoni for the kids, and their great original stuff for the rest of us. Nancy's in Roselle also has great appetizers, sandwiches, and pastas. Give yourself a break tonight and order a great homemade meal from our good friends at Nancy's Pizza, located at 1232 West Lake Street in beautiful Roselle. Tell them Rich sent you from the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show and get an extra 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. Call 630-924-1040. Nancy's Pizza in Roselle, 630-924-1040. Not valid with any other offer, good only at Nancy's Pizza in Roselle. This is Rich Coon, owner of Help You Sell Coon Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show, live on WJJG AM 1530. And you can listen to us and watch us live online at WatchRichLive.com. If you're looking to be a sponsor, guest, or in the market for buying or selling real estate, give me a call at 630-980-0777.
Oh, yeah. Alcohol, margaritas. Oh, man.
WJJG Homeowners. You ready?
Welcome back, everybody. This is Rich Coon from Help You Sell Coon Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. We're back here with Dave Schneider from O'Hara, and now we know where the name comes from, Dave. O'Hara. Very keenly pronunciate. Wife will be very disappointed with us. So, if you have any questions, we got a few more minutes. We had a couple things we're going to go over again. If you want to call the show, it's 708-493-1530, 708-493-1530. Talking about foreclosure, short sales, what people can do to try to save their credit, not have foreclosures on your record, and just trying to give people a chance to get the right information so they can make the right decision. Dave from O'Hara Properties specializes in short sales for people in these situations, and so Dave, why don't you give out a phone number?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
If anyone has a situation, whether you're a realtor or a homeowner, feel free to call our office and ask for Carolyn or Diana at 630-832-2891. That's again 630-832-2891.
You got it. And so a couple of things we can get to real quick, and then we actually have Zach Gilbert from Chicagosporting.com, and what great timing to have Zach on right after a big Cubs win. He was supposed to come in today, but with the big weekend series, he had a couple of meetings that came up. But a great website, Chicagosporting.com, and we're going to have Zach on the phone in the next 10-15 minutes here. But to finish up with that foreclosure and trying to help some people and get them on the right track, some of the risks that the homeowner faces by doing a short sale.
Well, actually, it's you should be looking at the risk of doing a short sale versus not doing anything, because really the risks are much greater by not doing anything versus pursuing the short sale because of the recent change in laws that any forgiveness of debt by the banks will not be taxable to the homeowners. But the one risk that is the biggest risk for every homeowner, when they're in foreclosure, regardless of solution, is the deficiency judgment. And that's, again, the deficiency judgment, it could be filed against a homeowner for the bank's loss on the mortgage. So, for instance, if they have a $250,000 mortgage, $200,000 is paid off, $50,000 is then written off by the bank. That $50,000 loss may become deficiency judgment, and the bank may pursue the homeowner for that deficiency. Unfortunately, most homeowners just don't have the means to pay back a deficiency judgment. Their hardships are usually very true, And so
So what's the difference from the homeowner who sends in the jingle mail with the keys and just walks away, as opposed to the homeowner who tries to proceed in the short sale and work with the bank?
yes,
As far as deficiency judgments, who's more likely to come away unscathed and maybe walk than have a deficiency judgment against
well,
them?
it's clear that any homeowner that just walks away from their mortgage obligation is going to be pursued by the lender, just because it's just basic contract law and is written in the mortgage. So yes, if you do lose your property to a sheriff's sale or auction, you can count on a deficiency judgment.
So, exactly. So, I mean, the whole point is it's like you said, better to take action sooner than later.
That's correct.
Because at that point when people just get so fed up and they just don't care and they're just ready to give up on it and just walk away from it, you're walking away from it today, but they're going to...
They will pursue.
They will find you. And that's something you're not going to be able to, to get away from, and that's going to stay with you.
And
so if you try to stay in and work the system... the way it's set up right now, you have a much better chance of getting out of the problem with no judgments or anything or any other type of payments involved, and now you are starting fresh.
That's right. I mean, our program is structured so that the homeowner will avoid both a foreclosure and a bankruptcy, because that's really the ultimate goal of our process.
And how much do you charge again?
We don't charge anything, actually. It's free.
How about that? You don't hear that word except on our for a digital phone service.
phone service.
Exactly. the buzzword around this office. And then the benefits to the homeowner, obviously, from working with someone like yourself.
Clearly, the benefits of pursuing a short sale or solution is that getting a fresh start and avoiding foreclosure and not getting the credit damage that a foreclosure when it goes on your record. And to settle any questions out there, a foreclosure is actually worse than a bankruptcy on your credit report, because that does follow you for 7 to 10 years, and that is more damaging because obviously when lenders see a foreclosure in a credit report, they see that he's failed to make a payment versus someone who's in a bankruptcy who is actually, it appears to be a proactive decision that they made to pursue relief. So we always recommend to take action, as well as, and the main benefit is just getting that fresh start and being able to move on with your life. And that's something that we promote. And, if we could do something to help someone along those ends, feel free to give us a call.
Go ahead, Dave.
630-832-2891.
Absolutely. So, Dave, we really appreciate you. Going to stick around for a few minutes? Chris Beatty just came in after crying in the bathroom for a couple of minutes, but he's looking a little better.
Actually, I've been here about 5 minutes and wasn't introduced, but that's okay. I'm used to the respect.
Very important to the show. Well, we're trying to...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's how I know you're here.
My new theme song.
You like it?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I got a lot of emails saying that they loved it. They thought it was perfect for you.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm telling you, the phone was ringing off the hook.
We've been doing the show for, 7 weeks now, and I asked for one theme song, just one. Can't get it. And I get that kind of respect, Deliverance, but
It's the best theme song.
Deliverance.
that's okay.
It's a classic. People love
So
it.
what's that song called? Oh, Dueling Banjos, right? I believe that's the
I
name of
don't
the
know.
song.
I think it's a Chris Fabian theme song. That's what I heard. You can look it up on the internet, I think. Hey, you see Matt? He doesn't have the newspaper today? He's got the internet.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's not listening as usual, but yeah, just something
He
different
looks
today.
very attentive, but I know he's probably playing cards or solitaire.
No, he's probably looking at that box score from the Cubs game.
Yeah,
Very upsetting to me and Matt.
I do see a droopy lip over there. But yeah, we're going to have some digital phone service here. And I know you actually got some good information on that over the last week with the WiMAX situation, what that's going to mean to people.
Absolutely.
And also our live remote that we're going to have next Friday afternoon, and we're going to shoot from 4 to 7 over at the Bloomdale Family Fest. We're going to table chairs, and they're setting us up over there.
We're going to have a table and chairs and everything?
I did hear that.
No way. And we're going to give away a lot of stuff. Cubs tickets, Sox tickets.
How about that, man?
Coupon books, $300 value. some Nancy pizzas.
We're going for a free giveaway every 10 to 15 minutes over there, and they're going to be able to do what? Get the tickets?
Yeah, like,
we'll have like a drawing every 10
we'll
to 15 minutes.
raffle off some, well, we're not going to raffle off, Cubs and Sox tickets every 15 minutes, but there will be Cubs and Sox tickets, and we will raffle them off for free. So make sure you check us out at the fest, and you can meet Rich and myself, which is not really a big draw, but hey, that's,
And I think our good friends over at Nancy's Pizza in Roselle are going to be there with some pizzas and all that good stuff. So there's going to be a lot of activity around that WJJG booth at Bloomingdale Family Fest next week.
Will you be there, Matt?
Someone's going to man the controls over here.
Oh, you got to stay here?
And now that Matt has the internet, he's never leaving that chair.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get him on it. But John DeVita is going to be the man in charge, the remote engineer, if you will, at the fest next week. So I did just talk to the very nice people at the Village of Bensonville today. Tim, thank you very much for all your help. I really appreciate it, and it's going to set us up really nice over there next week. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. Get out in front of the people. Anyone that wants to be a guest, we're lining up guests. So it's going to be a fun-filled afternoon. We definitely will talk a little real estate, but it's going to be a good time for everyone. And if you want to be a guest on the show, give us a call.
Also, if anybody wants to give anything away, we'll promote you. We'll bring you up there, say a few words on the radio, and
you can sing, do a little soft shoe. We'll have the webcam going, so Matt can actually watch us online.
Oh, if you have the equipment works over there.
We're going to get another webcam now that they have the internet here, and leave it here, so everyone at the fest can watch Matt. That's what's going to be a big draw. And we could bring the big screen TV and everything.
2 to 1, the webcam doesn't work. That's my prediction.
All right, but I'll tell you what, in all the excitement, the Cubs victory today, we have Zach Gilbert from ChicagoSporting.com on the phone. Zach, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, man, you are the most patient guy. Zach, I'm so sorry about giving you a wrong time earlier. I did meet at 5, and I was in such a hurry, but I know you were busy, and how's everything going today?
Great, awesome. couldn't be better. Looking out over Chicago right now, it was a nice day earlier, a little, blue skies, and, of course, Cubby Blue win, so.
Oh, does that mean you're a Cubs fan? Chicago fan?
I grew up in a house, I was raised Lutheran and raised Cubby fan, so.
Well, that's better than Chris Faby. He was raised in a barn. Farm animals. And I think that's why he turned out to be a Sox fan.
Hey, it's better than Kevin Allen. Zach, we had I'm Chris Faby, by the way. And we had a politician in last week, and of course he was a Cubs and Sox fan. What a shocker, huh?
You got to be impartial when you're in politics. So
there you go. But I tell you, Vic, I just got a chance to talk to you earlier in the week and find out a little bit more about your website that you've had. Zach Gilbert, a member of the Army National Guard for 10 years, worked full time as a member for 2 of those. What else? Staff Sergeant, Airborne School, winner of the Soldier of the Year Award in '96, and now a business entrepreneur with an unbelievable website. If anyone hasn't seen it, ChicagoSporting.com is the website. If you are it's the greatest town for sports fans that I can imagine in the country. People are so passionate and live and die on a daily basis on what goes on in the sports in Chicago. But he's got an awesome website full of great information, interviews, photos. You know what, Jack, I'll let you say it. You probably can explain a lot better than me. Go ahead.
Well, yes, we've been in operation for going on about, I'd say, 6 months, and where we're at right now is we're aiming to be the best in Chicago, hands down. And we're doing pretty good so far. And our main features really are our interviews and our photography. We've got sports humor on there too. So we've got a mix of a little bit of everything. But what you'll see on our site that you won't find anywhere else is actually our own news. We don't have Associated Press news or anything like that. So you're going to get a unique view. And our photo galleries are awesome. You're going to get about 30 photos you can look at from each event that we attend. So it's much different than like looking at the Tribune or any other
sports website out there.
I tell you, Zach, that's what I liked about it. I mean, all the articles and photos, those are actually people that work for you, ChicagoSporting.com, that actually, that's where all your information comes from. You just don't take it from the papers or the AP, do you?
No. No, never.
So it's a total unbiased view. Are you tied in with any of the clubs yet?
Right now, actually, we're tied in with just about every club except for the major ones. The major ones like the Bulls and the Bears and the Blackhawks and Cubs, they want everybody to print or on TV or radio. However, I know that with the Futures, actually, pretty much all internet. And, the talk in the town, and I don't know if you've heard of the New Media Summit, but I was just recently attended the New Media Summit, and that was some of the, big tycoons talk is that it's not in print anymore. It's all online and going digital and even, mobile. So.
Right. Well, yeah. He's leading right into what we're talking about with our points here. I mean, with the advent of WiMAX that's coming up and the speed of the internet, the quality and the streaming of videos is just getting better and better, and it's just going to get better. That the internet it's going to be like watching TV, and you'll be able to get all the information anytime you want. And that's why I think what you have going is going to be unbelievable here in Chicago, because you're not taking anything from somewhere else and just pasting it onto your site. Everything is original, and you're building relationships with all the sports clubs in the city.
Hey, Zach, is it just local, or do you cover all sports?
Pretty much all local sports in Chicago.
Okay.
There's enough news in here in Chicago. So we're really busy. I mean, every single day there's something else, new that I learn about Chicago. It's so vast. One of the things that I just picked up, like probably about 2 weeks ago, is actually that we have a women's professional football team here, tackle football.
Oh, I thought you were going to say mud wrestling for a minute. I got excited.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. If anybody has that, they could probably contact us and we can help and cover it. I don't think we'd have a hard time getting a photographer there.
No, Rich is looking for side work.
I think they need a coach.
So, the Chicago Force.
All right.
How they doing?
Want to check out, women, and they hit just as hard as the men. And in fact, I'm not.
Chris is saying to be a tackling dummy.
There you go.
So
I wouldn't even want to be a tackling dummy. They're rough, really rough.
So we got everything covered. I mean, there is more than enough high school sporting events, which is amazing in the city of Chicago as well, all over north, south, east, west, southern Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Football.
So you cover high school, college, all different levels.
We've done quite a bit of college basketball. We're even covering the Chicago Sky.
But really not that much on the Sox, right?
We've touched upon it.
All right. I guess you have to.
Yeah. You know what is very popular are high school props and the smaller stuff. They get read more than the Cubs or White Sox.
Yeah, when I was looking at the site, that's what I really liked about it, is because the local news to me is a bigger audience than just the Cubs or the Sox or the Bulls or the Hawks. Kids, parents, the local towns love to read about their sports in their area, because they are passionate. I mean, parents are fanatical about sports that their kids are in these days.
Right.
And,
it's
they love to see it on there.
Like, what was that local paper they used to give out at the Blackhawk games with the Blue Liner? You ever hear about that? That got pretty large just from starting there. I think it was just some guy handing it out in front of the stadium there, and they got pretty large there. It got very popular.
Well, that's what I mean. The website, though, I mean, you could do a million things more, and it's interactive. You have polls on there and everything else too, right? Zach, chat, live. You can ask questions and get answers and everything.
There's quite a bit you can do on there, and we're expanding it every single day. Also, we just started, and the kind of amazing thing is that we actually started with no money. We've had no startup.
It's the American way.
We can relate to that.
It's the American way. Most people will start something when it's the toughest, and you've only been doing it 6 months, and it's really getting popular already, which is amazing. But that's how much
we just started.
That's awesome. Did you watch the game today?
I watched the end.
That's all you need to see.
I thought the Cubs were going to lose it there, but they came back at the end.
Yeah, it was really something.
So what made you come up with the idea? I mean, there's so many newspapers, there are internet sites about sports in Chicago. What made you think that what you have is going to be the number one thing out there?
Well, I mean, first off, anytime I go to a website, I'm always looking for photos and unique stuff. People want to see things. Guys, we're more visual than we are, like to sit down and read a book. But, so I noticed there wasn't a whole lot out there in terms of, great photography, in one location. So that was the big thing. And, I like sports and web development and stuff like that. And so it just kind of all came together in that sense. And it's pretty simple after that. People want to, help out and jump in and, jump on the boat with me. And, where I'm going with it is that it will be number one in Chicago.
Well, it will be after you've been on this show today, you know that.
Exactly. We have at least, 2 million listeners?
I mean, we'll call it at least a safe 100,000.
Okay, I'll go with that.
And I think 99,000 of those are farm animals?
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, we're actually number one with farm animals between the ages of 4 to 6, just so you know, in this market. So, we got that going for us.
But I'll tell you, if anyone does Google WJJG 1530, I do come up on the front page there.
You should
watch Rich Live, our radio show.
You should.
Which is on the webcast right now as well at watchrichlive.com. So people all over the country are able to watch this as well, Zach. So I got a lot going for you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Hold on, Jack. Let me look.
He's watching it. He's trying to watch and stuff, but I got him cut off.
We have 2 viewers. One's my mom and
probably. You got Mr. Ed on there too?
It's possible. Yeah. I think it goes all the way to Iowa. So you know what, Alex, what we talked about yesterday, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you have upcoming in August? You know what, actually, Zach, can you hold on for a quick minute or two, or we take one break, and we'll come right back and go into that? Okay, thanks a lot. We'll be right back listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show.
This is Rich Kuhn, owner of Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show, live on WJJG AM 1530. And you can listen to it and watch us live online at watchrichlive.com. If you're looking to be a sponsor, guest, or in the market for buying or selling real estate, give me a call at 630-980-0777. Does your business ship freight locally? CMD Express is a local family-owned and operated LTL trucking company that services the entire Chicagoland area. CMD Express strives and will exceed your expectations, providing on-time delivery for same and next-day service, including liftgate service. If you need to ship any boxes, pallets, envelopes, or any other freight locally, CMD will get the job done delivering your product in a respectful and courteous manner and at a great low price. Successful business needs reliable, outstanding partners to make them look good, and when you use CMD Express, you'll know you're working with the best, as they take pride in their customer satisfaction. Call for a free quote today at 630-678-9031. Tell them you heard it on the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. Call CMD at 630-678-9031. Are you thinking of selling your home? Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate is having a free home selling seminar in our Bensonville office this Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Our staff of professional licensed realtors will be hosting this free event, and we will provide a free market analysis, explain our #1 marketing system, along with tips and advice on how to sell for the highest price and in the shortest time frame. Everyone thinking of selling your home should come by and find out how Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate can save you thousands, provide full service, and get the job done from start to finish. Call today at 630-766-3800. 630-766-3800. Our office is located at 201 North Church Road in Bensonville. Call today at 630-766-3800. Are you one of the thousands of consumers like myself who are tired of paying for overpriced home phone service that we rarely use? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have found a company that provides state-of-the-art digital home phone service with all the calling features, plus free local and long distance in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and it's absolutely free. You heard me correctly, I have no more phone bill. If you're like me and you want your home phone service and want it for free, call me today at 866-532-3779, and I will tell you about the greatest digital phone service and how you can get it absolutely free. Plus, keep your current phone number. This service can save you hundreds to thousands of dollars each year. Call today at 866-532-3779. 866-532-3779.
There's a quiet revolution spreading across the land. When you want to buy or sell your home, we're here to lend a hand. There's a good administration of people proud and strong. We're here to help you reach your dreams and help you move along. We can help you sell or help you buy your dreams. America and help you sell, now that's our winning team.
I can't believe we sold our house in just 2 weeks.
And saved a bundle in commissions.
When the Help You Sell counselor quoted us a set fee, we thought she was kidding. But then she put up the signs, started to advertise, and the calls started coming in.
The house sold in only 10 days, and we saved thousands. All over America, consumers are discovering Help You Sell, the better way to buy and sell a house. At your local independent Help You Sell office, you don't pay a big commission and pay a low set fee. You can save thousands of dollars, get your house sold fast, and move on to the house of your dreams. It's the 21st century way to do real estate.
Help You Sell is definitely the way to go. I don't think we'll ever go back to the old way of selling a house.
If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, call Help You Sell Coon Real Estate today at 630-980-0777 or visit us at justcallrich.com. It's Friday night, and that means it's Nancy's Pizza Night at my house. A thin crust cheese and pepperoni for the kids, and their great original stuff for the rest of us. Nancy's in Roselle also has great appetizers, sandwiches, and pastas. Give yourself a break tonight and order a great homemade meal from our good friends at Nancy's Pizza, located at 1232 West Lake Street in beautiful Roselle. Tell them Rich sent you from the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show and get an extra 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. Call 630-924-1040. Nancy's Pizza in Roselle, 630-924-1040. Not valid with any other offer. Good only at Nancy's Pizza in Roselle.
WJJG Elmhurst.
Oh, we're ready, Matt. Yeah. We're ready. The Cubs won today. You know that. It's a great fight. It could be storming right now, and it's a beautiful day. That's all I know. And we're back with Zach Gilbert from ChicagoSporting.com. Also, still with us, hanging on. We appreciate it. Is Dave Schneider from O'Hara Properties, and also Chris Fabier from CMZ Trucking.
That's right.
Thanks for coming in today.
We'll ship your freight locally at a very cheap price.
The non-hazardous materials.
No hazardous materials.
God forbid.
Yeah. Hey, why don't
we don't want anything falling off on you while you're walking in.
No cargo claims.
Nice.
100%. Guaranteed. Hey, why don't you put a call into Tiger Woods? Didn't he tell you?
Well, I want to talk to Zach first.
Oh, okay.
He's been hanging on the phone with us, which we appreciate. He's a busy guy. Zach, you still with us?
I'm here.
Oh, you're the best. Hey, Zach, you know what? Can you bear with me one more second? We're going to keep you on, but my father is a fanatical sports guy, and he's very good with all the statistics and everything, and I want to see if I can get him on the line for us real quick, because I know he's got a couple of questions about your website.
All right.
All right. Are you good under pressure if he asks you a question?
Geez, you know what? I should get somebody else on the line when it comes to statistical data.
Well, I'm going to try to get him on the payroll for you, because I think he'd be very good. There we go.
Please press pound. Press
He never answers the phone when I start calling him.
Press 6 to dial your number, then press star. Press 69, ask for extension 4443. Name and message. If you want to leave your number and the time you called, please press star twice. Bark like a dog, spin in a circle, press 1 26 times, and wait for the beep.
Yeah, that's my dad laughing at me right now. So I guess he didn't want to be put on the spot. So I appreciate it, Zach. What do we have coming up for you in August here that you were telling me the other day? Sounds great.
Well, August 10th, we have an event going on, and it's called Purpose Driven Sports, and it's going to be occurring at Chicago Hope Academy in Chicago. And what we're doing, we're raising money for their school. And what their school does, they actually help out at-risk children in the city of Chicago. They give them scholarships to attend their school. It's a Christian high school. And so we're going to be doing some good things over there, and we're going to have some celebrity appearances with Jason McKee, fullback from Chicago Bears, and Jerry Zuma and Kasim Mitchell. And that's just the start. We're still in the stages of that. So I've been,
See what I mean? I mean, look at that. What he's got going on with those guys in a great organization like that.
Yeah.
Helping the city already. I know the owner of the radio station, Joe Gentile, that's his big thing is once you start doing something to give back to your community, and by doing that already and getting some of those athletes involved there, the kids are really going to appreciate being out there and everything else.
The reason why that I chose to do this was that as you can see, there's a lot of negative stereotyping. Well, not stereotyping, but there's a lot of negative things that go on with professional athletes. Cedric Benson, even Joaquin Noah,
and so on and so on. I think he's available.
I'm sure he's available, but what's going on out there is the youth are being presented with this, quite often. And what we're doing, we actually have interviewed right now, we're interviewing up to 10 professional athletes, and we're going to show good examples of, what they're doing in their communities, their families, their faiths, and they're going to be published on the website, for these kids to actually go out there and start reading.
Because there are hundreds and thousands of athletes out there that are doing great things in their communities that they just don't get the recognition, and they're not asking for it. That people just don't see, on a daily basis. It's just all the negative things, for the most part, that make all the headlines. And that's why when you told me about what you're doing, I was very excited to at least have you on and try to get that out there for you, because it sounds like a great event, that it's something positive, that kids can look up to the athletes that are doing the right things and trying to help their communities and be good examples and role models for them. It just sounds like a great event, and I wish you the best of luck with that.
That sounds like a great event. Do you have a phone number or anything anybody can call to?
Yeah.
You got a website? Yeah, a website. Welcome to the 21st century.
If any organizations out there want to get involved, we are looking for sponsors now. We do have sponsorship packages going out, and they can call me at 630-788-6081.
So anyone that's looking to get involved and help out a great cause and with a great person here with Zach Gilbert, give him a call at 630-788-6081. Also, be sure to check out the very hot website, chicagosporting.com. It sounds like it's going to be number one in that market there, Zach. And I'm wishing you all the best and pulling for you on this one.
Great. Thank you.
We try.
Good luck, and hopefully the headline tomorrow will say Sox take 2 out of 3.
Sox 1. That's going to be the headline. You can probably print that already. You want me to send over a story for it?
Well, send it on over. We'll take a look at it. I don't know.
All right, Zach. Well, I appreciate it. Anything else before we go?
No. Well, like I said, we're just looking for site sponsors, for this to happen. And, give me a call.
Call Zach at 630-788-6081. 6081, and he is the owner and founder of ChicagoSporting.com, looking for sponsors for a great event at Chicago Hope Academy coming up in August. So, okay, Zach, I appreciate it. I'll be giving you a call in a couple of days, okay? Have a great weekend.
All right, you too.
Take care, Zach.
Good guy, huh?
Very nice guy. Sounds like a great website, a great cause there, and yeah, I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's on it. He's been active in this. He's got, star athletes already. He's only been doing it a few months, but I think good causes brings out the good athletes, the good people. It just shows that they are out there for, that want to support good things that are going on in the community in the city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So Dave, I know he's going to be expecting a call from you as a sponsor. Properties.
There you go.
Matt might have to pull a few strings here from WJJG, make a big sponsor.
Yeah, we'll open up their wallet over here, Matt.
Oh, it's deep, But, yeah, so really good. And we have, the guy's exactly right. When he says that the future is the internet, I mean, the print is, it's always going to be there, but as every generation keeps moving forward, the internet and the access, how easy it is to access the internet is just going to be the number one source of anything.
It is. It's just like we talk about every week, like the commercials these days. I mean, nobody's watching the commercials on TV anymore. I mean, they're just fast-forwarding them with TiVo and the DVRs out there. And
can people fast-forward the show?
If they could, they would, I'm sure. But, they could just turn it off.
You don't have to say that. No, don't turn us off. We got three people listening right now. Stay with us. We got a lot of good information. You can't turn us off. Your button's stuck on your radio anyway.
Right.
That's what you got.
Okay, I guess.
And they can watch us, too, at watchwhat'slive.com.
When it works, yes, they can watch us. And hopefully it's working with sound. And
I'm looking at it. They can't see you, though.
That's right. I'm glad, actually. I'm in this corner there. Usually stick me where, right in the corner.
We can switch places if you want.
No, you're all right. You're going to boost ratings for us.
I just don't know what you do in that corner. That's all. I don't want to know that.
Hey.
But, all right, go ahead. I got to hear from you. We had a big meeting in our office. Tell Dave a little bit about it, or heard about it when we first started the show, about our digital phone service that we've been involved in for quite a while now with Liberty International Internet Phone Service, VoIP.
Yes.
How easy it is to get the service for $24.95. If you refer 3 people to use the service, then your service is free.
Absolutely
You have
free.
no more phone bill.
If you have a home phone out there, like 6 out of 7 households do, you're all paying over $24.95 like we're offering. I'm positive of that. This offer is $24.95. That includes taxes. It's a flat fee. That's all you pay.
There is no taxes.
There is no it's $24.95. Right. No taxes. Actually, no taxes.
There you go.
That's very true. No contracts to sign, which is very important. If you're listening to the radio, like I am every day on my way into work, you hear a Comcast offer like every 15 minutes. Our deal is much, much better than them. $24.95, no taxes, no contracts. Refer 3, and your service is free, as long as them 3 people are using the service. And I'm sure you'll refer like 10 to 20 once you get it, and they see how well it works. And it's a phone service.
The people that if someone joins and gets the service, and they refer 3 people, the big key is those people can also refer 3, and then their service is free.
Exactly.
And so once those people have referred 3 and their service is free, the question is anyone ever going to quit it?
Absolutely not.
And once you're getting it for free, I don't know about you, Dave, but I'm probably not going to quit it. Well, the price is right.
And prices are coming down throughout the industry, but I can tell you one thing, Comcast, AT&T will never, ever offer it free. We know that right now.
And it's unlimited local, long distance, U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. So it's not like they just give you an 8-mile radius and they're going to charge you for it. So, I mean, call anywhere in the country, in the United States, Canada, or Puerto Rico, and it's a local call. It's not charging anything anyway. And they have unbelievable low rates for international calls as well, anywhere in the world. And any Liberty International customer call anywhere in the world to another Liberty International customer is a free call anyway.
Exactly. Any calls, like for example, to Italy is like between 2 to 3 cents a minute. If a relative of yours lives in Italy, they can actually purchase the phone, and all calls from you to your loved one in Italy would be free.
And the cool part about this is what we have is the video phone. It's a home phone, that's a video, so anyone else that has it when you call them, you can actually see them, which our kids love.
I'm sure.
You know, they call and talk to grandma or someone, and they could see them, and, you know, it's a great thing for, long-distance family members, definitely. And you can use it for many other things. You can use it as a surveillance camera, actually, the video phone. Just kind of put it by the window, face it out the window. Can you use it as a wife surveillance camera? I don't need to do that, but you you need that service, that's your problem, but I'm all right, but I don't do it. I hope Renee's not listening to it. I'm sure she's not. But you could actually plug this into your big screen TV, and you could talk to people, and they'll be on the big screen TV. I know I'd scare my in-laws if they saw me on that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's better than in person, though, I would say. So put the kids out there. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I want to make a phone call and see my mom in hair curlers, though, on a big screen. The kids might get a good laugh out of it. Why don't you see it once in a while? How about that? You know, that might be nice. That's harsh. You heard that, Nate? How often do your parents live in the area, though?
No, in Michigan.
Do you see them every weekend?
No, not every weekend.
No. There you go, perfect for you. They send them the video phone. You can see them live streaming that. And it's free. It's a free local call. And the cool part about it, too, is even if you get the phone here, you can just send it to them, they can plug it in the internet, and then it's a 630 or whatever area code it is, it's a local call anyway, or you can send it anywhere in the world with the area code and phone number from the local, and it's basically a local call. And if anybody's interested in learning more about this, it's 866-532-3779. That's 866-532-3779. Who doesn't want free phone service? Exactly. And if you have any questions on it, give us a call to the station at 708-493-1530, and we'll be happy to answer any questions regarding the phone service as well. And I tell you what, man, we're going to take one more quick break if we can, and then we'll be right back on this beautiful Friday afternoon with the Cubs' victory, 4-3 over the... Put a little damper on the afternoon, actually, I must say. Yeah, I'm looking a little down, but don't worry. It's going to look up tomorrow when the Cubs win again. All right, we're going to be right back.
This is Rich Kuhn, owner of Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate, and you're listening to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show, live on WJJG AM 1530. And you can listen to us and watch us live online at WatchRichLive.com. If you're looking to be a sponsor, guest, or in the market for buying or selling real estate, give me a call at 630-980-0777. Does your business ship freight locally? CMV Express is a local family-owned and operated LTL trucking company that services the entire Chicagoland area. CMV Express strives and will exceed your expectations, providing on-time delivery for same and next-day service, including liftgate service. If you need to ship any boxes, pallets, envelopes, or any other freight locally, CMV will get the job done delivering your product in a respectful and courteous manner and at a great low price. Successful business needs reliable, outstanding partners to make them look good, and when you use CMV Express, you'll know you're working with the best, as they take pride in their customer satisfaction. Call for a free quote today at 630-678-9031. Tell them you heard it on the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. Call CMV at 630-678-9031. Are you thinking of selling your home? Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate is having a free home selling seminar in our Bensonville office this Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Our staff of professional licensed realtors will be hosting this free event, and we will provide a free market analysis, explain our #1 marketing system, along with tips and advice on how to sell for the highest price and in the shortest time frame. Everyone thinking of selling your home should come by and find out how Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate can save you thousands, provide full service, and get the job done from start to finish. Call today at 630-766-3800. 630-766-3800. Our office is located at 201 North Church Road in Bensonville. Call today at 630-766-3800. Are you one of the thousands of consumers like myself who are tired of paying for overpriced home phone service that we rarely use? Well, I'm here to tell you that I have found a company that provides state-of-the-art digital home phone service with all the calling features, plus free local and long distance in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico, and it's absolutely free. You heard me correctly, I have no more phone bill. If you're like me and you want your home phone service and want it for free, call me today at 866-532-3779. And I will tell you about the greatest digital phone service and how you can get it absolutely free. Plus, keep your current phone number. This service can save you hundreds to thousands of dollars each year. Call today at 866-532-3779. 866-532-3779.
There's a quiet revolution spreading across the land. When you want to buy or sell your home, we're here to lend a hand. There's a good organization, a profile and strong. We're here to help you reach your dreams and help you move along. We can help you sell or help you buy your dreams. Come there to and help you sell now. That's our winning team.
I can't believe we sold our house in just 2 weeks.
And saved a bundle in commissions.
When the Help You Sell counselor quoted us a set fee, we thought she was kidding. But then she put up the sign, started to advertise, and the calls started coming in.
The house sold in only 10 days, and we saved thousands. All over America, consumers are discovering Help You Sell, the better way to buy and sell a house. At your local independent Help You Sell office, you don't pay a big commission, you pay a low set fee. You can save thousands of dollars, get your house sold fast, and move on to the house of your dreams. It's the 21st century way to do real estate.
Help You Sell is definitely the way to go. I don't think we'll ever go back to the old way of selling a house.
If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, call Help You Sell Coon Real Estate today at 630-980-0777 or visit us at justcallrich.com. It's Friday night, and that means it's Nancy's Pizza Night at my house. A thin crust cheese and pepperoni for the kids, and their great original stuff for the rest of us. Nancy's in Roselle also has great appetizers, sandwiches, and pastas. Give yourself a break tonight and order a great homemade meal from our good friends at Nancy's Pizza, located at 1232 West Lake Street in beautiful Roselle. Tell them Rich sent you from the Real Estate and Profit Networking Radio Show and get an extra 10% off any purchase of $10 or more. Call 630-924-1040. Nancy's Pizza in Roselle, 630-924-1040. Not valid with any other offer, but only at Nancy's Pizza in Roselle.
WJJG Elmhurst.
We're on the air. Good afternoon and welcome back everyone to the Real Estate and Profit Networking Show. I'm Rich Kuhn from Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate.
And I'm Chris Fabia from CMZ Express. I thought I'd put that in there. You weren't gonna, no, you weren't gonna say anything.
I'll let you plug it, don't worry. I don't see the bell.
I don't need to plug it.
I don't see the bell around, but I'll let, oh, it's hitting the corner. There you go. Not yet. He's gonna, I'll let him plug himself. I was gonna say from Help You Sell Kuhn Real Estate.
Okay.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, we have a couple big things coming out. That we have our seminar for home buyers and sellers coming up this Sunday in Bensonville. And if you would like to call the office and make an appointment or just come in, talk to one of our realtors in our office, it's 630-766-3800. There we go, man.
Oh, you forgot the number.
If you can't make it, no, I was waiting for Matt to ring the bell. He was trying to mess me up.
All right.
You can go to our website at justcallrich.com and check out the MLS, all the listings in the Chicagoland area for free. And if you have any questions, you can email us direct. And if you need some information, there's a lot of good tips for buyers and sellers at justcallrich.com. That's our Help You Sell Real Estate website here in Chicago. And also, don't be afraid to re-watch if you haven't had a chance to watch it. You can go to watchchurchlive.com, and great information this afternoon, which I really appreciate, from Dave Schneider from O'Hara Properties, which is a great name, by the way, Dave. I love the name of that company.
Take my wife.
No, thank you. Because you gave it to her, right?
That's right. No, I didn't give it to her, no. No, her
The name of
father
the
gave it to
company.
her.
The name of the company, though.
Oh, yes, yes.
Right? It's in respect for...
Out of respect for her maiden name.
Is she like the president of the company?
No, but she acts like the president of the company.
Okay.
Yeah. She's always the boss.
I was going to say, my wife is actually the president of the company, so...
Is that it? Because
You know who's in control of my household.
Is that because if you get sued, then it's her, not you?
Exactly.
Yeah. she didn't know that when she got that title.
That's where they get government grants, right?
She thought I was doing her a favor.
Dave's always thinking, right? Do you see that?
Yep.
Very, very slick. But, yeah, if you are in a situation where you're behind on your mortgages and you might be facing a foreclosure and you might be thinking about a short sale and you need the right information...
That's true, actually, Dave.
Yeah.
Good, I'm sorry.
Jesus, you're a little slow.
I know, it's true.
No, I don't want to interrupt you, but I said, no, all right, I do it all the time anyway, so.
If any homeowner needs some good advice, call Dave Schneider at 630-832-2891, 630-832-2891, and a lot of good information, again, if you want to rewatch it at watchchurchlive.com. You can hear all about the goods and the bad.
They can also see our website at oharaproperties.com.
You better spell it, Dave.
Yeah, O-H-A-R-A, properties, which is P-R-O-P-E-R-T-I-E-S.com.
You may be the only person who can spell O'Hara. How else are you going to spell O'Hara?
You never know. You never know. In properties, could be properties, properties. I'm telling you, believe me, I've learned, if you give a website out, you better spell it for people. Or else they're clicking around the who knows where and they can't find it. They're never going to look for it again.
All right, you better start spelling Watch Rich.
I'm getting you a little tip. I will let you. And if you have to ship anything locally in the Chicagoland area, definitely call Chris Fabia from CMZ Express Trucking, and his phone number is 630-555-55. No? That's not it? No. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Why don't you get that phone number, Chris?
630-678-9031, and you'll speak to me personally, and I'll set you up with some cheap rates and some good service.
Why don't you give him that number one more time, just in case?
I doubt they're writing it down, but I'll say it again. 630-678-9031.
All right, Chris Ferguson. And also, thanks for Zach Gilbert from ChicagoSporting.com calling in. Great website if you haven't seen it, and very easy to remember, too. How about that name?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to check it out for sure.
That's not taken already.
Yeah, I mean really
simple name.
ChicagoSporting.com. Yeah,
absolutely. Thanks for Zach Gilbert calling in, and anyone looking to sponsor a great charity event, and it's going to have a lot of celebrity athletes that are going to be in attendance for Chicago Hope Academy coming up in August. Please call Zach at 630-788-6081, and he'd be happy to talk to you. And it's for a great cause, and wish him the best of luck with that in the future as well. So that's what we have. And you know what I can't believe I forgot last week, Chris?
What's it?
It was Father's Day. We were last Friday, and Sunday was Father's Day.
Well, what are we going to do, wish ourselves fathers? Oh, our fathers, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point there, yeah.
That's okay. None of it, I didn't even think to mention. I mean,
hey, you know what? It was Mother's Day. One man. You know, you don't wish for women Mother's Day, you're going to hear about it. My dad didn't say a word.
We're not asking for accolades.
I know he doesn't expect that.
You're not looking for the credit or anything.
No, exactly. He knows.
On Mother's Day, I was all over it. I mean, we were wishing all the mothers happy Mother's Day. God forbid if we forgot that.
Oh, exactly.
Don't forget the card.
That was the first order of business on that day, for sure.
But I tell you, it was nice. Sunday, we went for breakfast, my wife and the kids, and the kids gave me the bill. You know, I had to pay for it.
Yeah, well, what is your 13-year-old going to pay for the bill?
I'll tell you.
Hardcore over there.
Those guys can't even close their wallets. They got so much money in their wallets. My wife finally took them to the bank.
My wallet's pretty thick. They're all like receipts. Stuff like that, credit cards.
So, did you have a good Father's Day last week?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Did you get anything good?
You know, I took my daughter to Elmfest.
Oh, nice.
Went on a bunch of rides, and she rode the pony, and took pictures of that.
Did you see Kevin Allen there?
No.
You kidding? No, not...
Was he on a pony?
Potential political candidate, that was here last week. Jeez, man. This is on the pony ride. I think he went out to Harry Carey's and came back and was doing the break. Yeah, we wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, he started getting some of those 45-cent beers. Never listened to us anyway. But we wish all our best to Kevin Allen, trying to get on the ticket for the Illinois State Senate election. So if you see him out at any of the fests, he's been really working hard the last week, and had him on the show. Great guy, independent. What is it? 1-to-1 voice vote?
One voice, one vote.
One voice.
And he'll actually be at the Bloomingdale Fest with us when we're live there next week between 4 and 7. I hope everybody comes out to see that. We're going to have a good time. A lot of stuff we're going to give away. Sox tickets, Cubs tickets, Nancy's Pizzas, coupon books, $300 value there, and much more.
We're going to raffle a free date with Chris. Yeah. I think we got to get your wife to sign a waiver on that one, though.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be up for that one. And
I wonder if I could raffle...
I think she'd be pretty comfortable with it, though, because there'll be no takers.
I think I could talk her into it. I wonder if we could raffle a day of giving our kids to someone for a day. You think someone would take us up on that? You know, for people that don't have kids, you can win a free day with a 4 or 5-year-old. And this way they'll know it, like, man, he's a perfect candidate.
I don't need to do that. I
have no idea what he's in for. Drop him off at the station.
I actually went down fast over the weekend, too, with my kids. You know, I stuck them on that ride, you know, like the Edge at Great America. You go all the way to the top. I just kept them on there for like 2 hours. It was a great time. They just up and down all day, and I could talk to people and relax. And
didn't you think after 10 minutes when they were screaming, you should have maybe taken them down?
I didn't know this, you know, but... They seemed okay when they
I'll tell you, the #1 dad, you know that.
You know it.
What'd you get for Father's Day, by the way?
A lot of clothes. I'm actually going to Florida. I have to tell you that I'm going to miss 2 weeks from today. Going to Florida, and so I got a lot of new shorts, T-shirts, and I actually, you know, I never buy my own clothes, so I'm very appreciative of it. My wife buys all my clothes.
I know.
I got paid both. Really? All right, see, you got numbers here.
My wife just bought me these shorts, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm very proud of it, actually.
Well, man, if you're not going to be here, I'm not coming. We'll just have 2 hours of dead air.
Yeah.
On that day. It'll be like a morning if you're not going to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you can't call in or something? You're too
yeah, we could probably call in from Florida. I mean, I don't know what it's going to actually do for the show, what I can possibly add, as you know, so you may want to go in a different direction.
Where's the responsibility? That's all right. Dave, you available in a couple weeks?
I may be.
You may be. Look at that.
Hey, by the way, I wanted to mention, I want to say congratulations to Jamie Lynn Spears for her, you heard about Jamie Lynn Spears having a baby?
Who is it?
You know Jamie Lynn Spears? Britney Spears' daughter? Yeah, she's 17 years old. She's had a baby, man. Adding on to the
congratulations
for her legacy. But hey, she did the right thing. I'll give her that.
That's right.
And what was the right thing?
I don't know.
Exactly. Oh, my God. I don't know. American Idol, Tammy Lee Spears, no idea, man. I mean, Dave and I are in the real estate world over here, trying to help people.
He knew who Jamie Lynn Spears was.
He just was being polite.
Yeah, he knew. Oh, yeah, look here, he knew.
No, I'm the one that said it was his sister.
Right, there you go. I said it was his, her daughter?
It's Brittany's daughter.
Matt, you ever heard of Amy Lynn Spears?
Amy Lynn Spears. Yeah, she had a kid today.
He had no idea.
Yesterday.
You just look it up on the internet.
All right, there you go.
But, we're going to go on the show. She's going to be calling in next week, too, saying how well that worked out for her.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods will be after her, right?
Maybe. Maybe. Hey, how about that, though? I mean, I got to look at ChicagoSporting.com and see he's got an article on Tiger Woods' victory. You know, that to me is unbelievable. The guy had an ACL problem, 2 stress fractures in his leg, and he wins the tournament.
Still wins the U.S. Open.
Unbelievable. He's got to be the best clutch athlete I've ever seen.
I thought he was going to lose in that playoff, too.
It was amazing.
It was good?
That was awesome. I would have bet my life he was going to win that playoff, and it looked like he was going to lose. He was like down a stroke going into the 18th hole. Did you see it?
No, I heard about it.
And, boom, he came back, got the birdie in 18, and took him out in 19th.
Would you bet your life the Sox are going to win tomorrow?
Yeah.
I know it. They're going to win the next
Wow, look at Matt. He's like even cringing at that.
25-cent beers, man. Get them while they're hot.
No one comes to win at home but just lose on the road.
That's weird. That's real weird.
25-cent beers, man.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
It wasn't registering like usual.
So, I tell you what, we really appreciate everyone's time and called in, listening to the show, watch us on watchourslive.com. Thanks for Dave for coming in from O'Hara Properties. Give him a call at 630-832-2891. Chris Fabia from CMG Express. Anything shipped, give him a buzz at 630